Hello and welcome to today's webinar titled The Next Chapter in the Evolution of ELNs, going from a discipline-specific ELN to a company-wide solution. While the first phase of ELN evolution has been characterized by tailored solutions designed to satisfy the needs of one particular discipline, for example chemistry ELNs or bio ELNs, many companies are now in the process of evaluating or implementing one single solution for an entire company. My name is Thomas Rosluki and I'm in charge of the marketing team here at Contur. I've been with the company since the start in 1999 and I became involved with ELNs in 2002 when we started the development of ConturELN, our enterprise ELN product. Joining me today is Mats Schilén. Hi Mats.
Hi there.
The first time I met Mats was back in 2002 when he was heading up the research informatics team at pharmaceutical company Biovitrum. Mats is a true pioneer in the ELN community. He has played a significant role in the implementation of ELNs at Biovitrum, and he was also a key player in the initial design of the ConturELN. We do see that the ELN market has taken off. The ELN concept as such is becoming widely accepted. This has mainly to do with an increased general acceptance of electronic records. A few things has happened that are worth mentioning. For example, in 2006, the US Supreme Court made clear what actually had been known for over 30 years, and that is namely that electronic records are admissible as evidence in patent proceedings on the same basis as paper evidence. There has also been several successful court cases where emails and other electronic evidence have been used to establish inventorship. So today, an increasing percentage of evidence used in patent proceedings come in electronic format. In terms of products on the market, we are still in a pretty early phase of market evolution. The main activity has been in the pharma industry and mainly at the larger companies like Astra, GSK, Novartis, etc. Most of the implementations have been in the medicinal chemistry and the process chemistry departments of these companies. And today almost every large pharmaceutical company have implemented one or several chemistry ELNs and are looking at implementing bio ELN solutions. Some of these companies have also implemented separate systems to handle IP protection. So this is a kind of a back-end system that you put behind your ELN system and which handles the record keeping and authoring of records. So we have a situation where many companies run 2-3 different ELN systems and sometimes as many as 5 or 6. If you look at these early ELNs, you can also see that the user interfaces are rather complicated, very similar to LIMS systems for you who are familiar with LIMS systems, often requiring 2-3 training sessions to get started. These solutions also require extensive support from internal IT and consultants to create and modify experiment templates. So with this in mind, we set out to develop the next generation ELN system. The first thing we did was to form a partnership together with a leading biotech company called Biovitrum. This was important for a number of reasons. Firstly, it was critical to understand the challenges facing R&D organizations today with regards to IP protection and compliance. One of the main reasons why companies invest in ELNs is to protect their IP and to maximize compliance, so getting this stuff right was absolutely crucial. Secondly, we wanted to understand what types of systems were already in use, both on the desktops but also the databases in place. Which ones of those should be integrated with the ELN system out of the box? For example, chemists use ChemDraw and ISysDraw, and we wanted to have an out-of-the-box support for transferring information from and to these tools. Another goal that we had was to deliver a superior end-user experience. We really wanted the scientists to be blown away when they put the software to the test. So we studied user patterns thoroughly. We went out in the lab and just talked to scientists from different disciplines, trying to figure out what they had in common and what the key requirements for an ELN systems were. We also looked at existing products to see what people seemed to appreciate and what they missed about them. We were very fortunate in that we had a user group consisting of scientists from all the major disciplines in pharma R&D, including chemistry, biology, pharmacology, screening, biochemistry, etc. And these guys worked with us during the initial development project, providing us with useful feedback with regards to functions and usability. The discussions we had with the user group and other stakeholders at BioVitrum led us to the following requirements for the new ELN system. And Mats, maybe you can go through the requirements.
Sure. The first one was easy to use. We intended to have a system that could be used by everybody, and we couldn't really afford to have massive training sessions. So this was the primary key requirement. And in particular, if you looked at what was around at the time, many of the user interfaces were really very complicated, more like expert tools than a common documentation aid. And we didn't want to go that route. Second requirement was good overview. The entire organization needed to be able to find experiments. Project team leaders must be able to see the status of the project and find all the data in real time. So the ELN shouldn't just be a private thing for one scientist. It's a corporate asset, it's a corporate system that can benefit for the entire company. Along the same lines, the templates which are crucial to the users must be delegated so that different people in different groups can administrate their own templates. Having a common system for everybody doesn't exclude the fact that some user groups have specific needs. And typically the synthetic chemistry people needed to have full support for their process. So that's a requirement too. Generally, we saw that scientists had their own environments. They use a set of tools, a set of software packages, a set of instruments. And what ELN need to provide is a framework where you can copy-paste and shuffle in all the data, all the observations, all the images that you create with an existing set of applications and systems. From a corporate point of view, it was crucial to have an open architecture based on standard formats. We couldn't have a situation where we were locked in by one vendor's proprietary formats. We must be able to take out the data, to transform it to new archiving system, and in the coming years proceed with the data and the records. Also, having one system which could fulfill both the purpose of being useful for the scientist, but also provide the very crucial corporate backend to record preservation, that we could in the system make sure that nobody can tamper with electronic records, that we have an absolutely secure and safe system which could be valuable in future patent proceedings. That was a strict requirement from the corporate side.
We started the development in 2002. Version 1 was shipped in late 2003 to approximately 500 users spread across 3 sites in Sweden and UK. And I think we had about 10 or more scientific disciplines. This was a very good first installation for us. It put a lot of pressure on the system and it provided us with useful feedback on how we could improve the system even further. Today, the product is installed worldwide in various industries, ranging from biotech, pharma, diagnostics, chemicals, materials, food, and academia. In early 2009, we reached a significant milestone in the development of our company when we launched ConturELN as a cloud-based service called iLabber. iLabber is hosted in a secure data center and offered on a subscription basis. So Contur takes care of all the IT and our customers can focus on doing science.